Hi, I'm Geoff editor at ScaleModelingNow.com. I know many of you know me, some of you don't, so here's a chance to perhaps put a face to the name. I just wanted to take a few minutes out to tell you a little bit more about the upcoming modelling skills workshops that we've got happening on the 29th of October 2017 here in Nottingham in the UK. We've got 3 workshops on offer. All the details are available from the info pages in Scale Modelling Now. So obviously if you want to know a little bit more detail, then click those and you'll get all that information. But it's really to kind of, I suppose, try and get across, sort of face to face, a bit more about what's on offer on the day and what you can expect. The first workshop is with Lester Plaskett. He has to be one of the best armour modellers in the world. I mean, that's a big claim, but if any of you know his work, and you can see some of the pictures and the photos that accompany the info on the workshop pages, you'll see just what an outstanding armour modeller he is. And I think what makes him outstanding is his attention to detail, the effort that he puts into replicating the skills and techniques that are needed to create those realistic effects like mud and dirt and grime and all the rest of it that you get on tanks and other armoured fighting vehicles. Now, I'm no armour modeller, but I know a good armour modeller when I see one, and you just look at his work and sort of jaw-dropping, really. But I think from watching and taking a little bit of part in his previous workshop that he did for us a couple of years ago, it was astonishing to see just how possible it is to replicate these techniques in your own modelling and all the different projects that you do. It's just about taking your time, applying steady levels of weathering technique to each of the different parts of the process, so that at the end of the day you end up with a really fantastic looking armour model. So I would urge you to book in on that workshop if you haven't yet done so. And for some of you I know who attended the previous workshop, what Lester's going to do this time is certainly take you beyond what you achieved last time in terms of the scope of the weathering and mud effects particularly. So there's plenty in it. If you've already been, come back again and have another day with Lester. The second workshop is with Jamie Hago. Now, many of you will know Jamie. He's got a fantastic approach to extreme weathering, I think would be a fair way of putting it. He's equally a fantastic and outstanding generic modeller. I've seen some of his armour projects, some of his aircraft projects, and indeed many of those are featured in ScaleModelingNow.com. So just check out the Finish Now areas of both the aircraft and armour, as well as, in fact, the sort of sci-fi, sort of fantasy area. And you'll see just what work he is able to produce. Same thing goes, really. I think with Jamie, what I particularly like is the fact that it doesn't really matter what project you're applying his techniques to. These extreme weathering effects can be enormously useful whatever area of modelling you're into. So I would urge you to certainly have a good look at his work. And more importantly, come along on the day. Spend the day with Jamie, learning about how you actually do it. And I think what singles these workshops out, perhaps from some of the demos that you may have watched at various modelling shows, is that this is a really hands-on opportunity. A chance to sit down, watch a bit, do a bit, watch a bit, do a bit. And it's that kind of interaction during the day with some really good one-to-one support, good coaching tutorial support from either Lester or Jamie in either of those workshops, that kind of singles these out as being really, I think, really useful, worthwhile events. As you know, I mean, I'm all about kind of techniques and trying to demystify this hobby of ours. That's certainly my major aim and a major aim of SMN. And so that leads nicely on to workshop 3. And here you get 3 for the price of 1, really. You get myself, Geoff Coughlin, you get Dave Coward, and you get Adam Brown. Multiple projects by all of us in Scale Modelling Now, and if you have been to any of the modelling competitions around the country, particularly those of you in Scotland and elsewhere, I'm sure you will have seen Dave Coward's work particularly. He is certainly prone to slip in the odd model into competitions and does extremely well, I have to say as well. So this is a really good generic skills workshop, and it's all about trying to take care of not only just the basics, but all the kind of routine things that, honestly, when I look at models, and we see models all the time, either at shows and events and that kind of thing around the country. So often you see what is a really good model kind of just spoiled a little bit by, you know, a lack of preparation somewhere, perhaps a little bit of attention to detail. So this workshop is about taking care of all of that. You know, things about using glues, get rid of joins, seam lines, right the way through to what sort of prep, what sort of filler you can use, scribing, riveting, right the way across to obviously getting involved with an airbrush, and particularly things like, we had a couple of requests actually from guys wanting to take care of things like spraying freehand camo, that kind of stuff. So there's so many things in that, in terms of paint, in terms of thinning your paint, in terms of what paint to use, and all that kind of stuff. So we've got a real opportunity here, or you've got a real opportunity here, to pick up on anything you want, because this workshop is really aimed at you and what you need and what you want. So if you book in on it, just contact me, just drop me an email. There's loads of opportunities to do that within the website, and indeed on the booking form, and ask us what do you want, and we will cover it. So workshop 3 is all about trying to meet your particular needs, whatever they might be, and we will put together the program around those people who are attending for workshop 3 particularly. So that's a bit of an insight, really, I guess, to all of the 3 workshops that are available on the 29th of October. Say a little bit about the venue. It's a cracking venue. It's a new one for us, but we've been there, we've looked at it. Fantastic, really good catering on site. All the rooms are there. There's a great atrium, a great kind of place to come and be. Plenty of space to work and take part in the workshops. It's all part of Nottingham University, so all the details for the venue, of course, are on the info pages. And I think finally, it's really just to say that this is I think a really good opportunity to come along and enhance your skills, to develop your skills, to try and move on from wherever you are. So it doesn't matter whether you're looking to do a slightly more advanced workshop, perhaps. I want to say more advanced in the sense of particularly Leicester's, where you need to have done a bit of armour modelling already. You don't need to be an expert or whatever that's supposed to mean, but you certainly need a bit of armour modelling under your belt so that he can help take you on and fly really from that. Jamie probably the same a little bit, but all of those are designed to move you on from where you are. And workshop 3, in summary, is really about absolutely anything and everything, and it doesn't matter what level you are, whether you're new, returning to the hobby, just trying to develop or improve on a couple of techniques perhaps that have been kind of baffling you a little bit. I mean, we all come across them. There are multiple things that sort of barriers, walls we come across that we need to overcome, and that's a good opportunity to kind of overcome them. So really, that's what it's all about. I'm Geoff Coughlin, editor at Scale Modelling Now, and I'd love to see you on the 29th of October. So come along, check out the pages, book in, and we'll see you then.